wears a big hat and does have some cattle. Larry Merchant, it seems we've been talking about the unification of the heavyweight title for months here on HBO. Now it's actually a fact. There is no IBF champion now. Michael Spinks has lost that title, not in the ring, mind you. But this one, then, is for everything.
There'll only be one heavyweight champion after tonight, and what we're looking for tonight is a sort of a showdown in the KO corral. And I think the excitement generally here is because for the first time in many, many years, going way back to George Foreman and Joe Frazier, there are two sluggers fighting for the heavyweight championship. Everybody expects them to go out and slug each other until one of them, or maybe even both of them, falls down.
Well, before we get to Mike Tyson and Bone Crusher Smith, a fight between Tyrell Biggs and David Bay, a fight that suddenly takes on quite a lot of significance. Should Tyson win the fight, they are talking about making Biggs and Tyson.
That's right, Barry. We came here anticipating that this would be just another fight for Biggs on the ladder up toward someday a really, really giant showdown with, presumably, Mike Tyson. But it developed here during talks this week that Tyrell Biggs is indeed in line for Tyson's next title defense if Tyson wins tonight. And it's rather curious, I think, Barry, because everybody thought that from the point of view of a promotion that they would wait for a year and let Biggs build himself up, and from the point of view of Biggs himself that he needs more experience. But dollars talk, and they talk loudly, and that's what this one is about.
And the fact is, he not only has to win tonight, again, assuming Tyson wins, he has to win impressively.
Absolutely. He has to look good enough to sell that fight now.
Now, Tyrell Biggs has won all his fights, but significantly, Larry, he's only won 13, and there's always the rap. He just doesn't have enough experience.
Yeah, he's had an in-and-out kind of career. He had some problems with drugs very early on in his professional career. That kept him out of the ring. He came back, did some good things. Then he broke his collarbone in a fight. Then he was out for 5 months. Then he had some more fights. Then just last January, he had a car accident. So he's got to prove himself that he is capable of challenging for the title.
All right, there's the other half of this fight. David Bay, at one time we were talking about him as a shining hope in the heavyweight division.
Well, Larry Holmes took some of the shine off when he got to that level of competition. He's a good trial horse and should be a reasonably good test for Tyrell Biggs.
And this, of course, his last hurrah. You have to think he's only an opponent now. He really needs a big showing tonight, and that often makes a fighter hungry. Here's the way the tape looks, the tail of the tape. Biggs is 3 years younger than David Bay. David Bay is a little bit bigger, although David Bay looks pretty much in shape right now.
He's been as high as 290 pounds, so he's svelte at 239. And here is Punch Stat, our profile of the fighters through statistics. And there you see the number of punches that Tyrell Biggs generally throws against two pretty good opponents, Snipes and Tillis, around 60 a round, landing a little bit more than half of them. David Bay doesn't throw quite as many punches. Now take a look at the jabs. Biggs has a big league jab. There you see the numbers on it.
And we will take a look at the rules for this fight. And the rules in Nevada State, 10-point must system is in effect. A mandatory 8 count, no standing 8 count here in Nevada. The save by the belt only in the last round, and the 3 knockdown rule will not be in effect in this contest. It will, however, be in effect for the next contest between Tyson and Smith. Right now, let's go to the ring announcer, Chuck Hull, for the pre-fight introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials are signed by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for the next bout of the evening. The judges are Dave Moretti, Jerry Roth, and Bill Graham. Your referee is Richard Steele. The next bout of the evening featuring 10 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Introducing, in the red corner, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 239 pounds, with a professional record of 15 wins, 4 defeats, 11 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing David Bay. And in the blue corner, also from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 224 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career with 13 wins, no losses, 8 KOs. He was a gold medalist in the 23rd Olympiad in Los Angeles. He is now rated #1 in the world by the WBA. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing heavyweight Tyrell Biggs.
Okay, David. Okay, I gave both fighters your instructions in the dressing room. I want to remind you to obey my commands at all times. I want a good, clean fight. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
All right. Good.